I'm Kendra Von Esch of Shalom World, bringing you the news from around the globe. Pope Francis signed an apostolic letter on Sunday about the meaning and importance of nativity scenes during his visit to the Italian town of Greccio. St. Francis of Assisi created the first nativity scene in this town in 1223. In his letter, the Holy Father said that the admirable sign of the manger, so dear to the Christian people, always arouses astonishment and wonder. He said the crib contains different mysteries of the life of Jesus and makes them feel close to our daily life. He said the crib is part of the sweet and demanding process of transmission of the faith. The Eucharistic Congress in Hungary will be held September 13th through the 20th next year, and Kevin Doran, the Bishop of Elphin, encourages Christians to attend. He said Hungary has very deep Christian roots, dating back 1,000 years to its first king, Saint Stephen. The beautiful city of Budapest was a place of suffering for Jews and Christians alike for much of the 20th century. The theme of this year's Eucharistic Congress is All My Springs Are in You, from Psalm 87, and refers to God as the source of life for his people. In preparation for the event, the National Apostolate of Eucharistic Adoration and the Irish Catholic Bishops' Conference will jointly host a National Eucharistic Congress Adoremus at the National Marian Shrine in Knock next June. 14 Christians have been killed in a terrorist attack in a church in Burkina Faso. According to various reports, a group of armed people entered the church during service on Sunday and opened fire. The pastor of the church and a few others died in the shooting, and several people were seriously injured. Anti-Christian attacks have recently escalated in Burkina Faso. Bishop Justin Kintega of Wahiguya said that the insurgents are trying to create a conflict between religions in a country where Christians and Muslims have always gotten along. He urged the international community to pay attention to the volatile situation in Burkina Faso. The Catholic bishops in England and Wales have issued a statement ahead of the general election, laying out several criteria for voters to consider, and respect for human life was at the top of the list. They said that citizens have a duty to emphasize and help shape politics rooted in the service of human rights and peace. The bishops also urged voters to remember the weaker part of society, such as the homeless, the migrants, and refugees. The general election is scheduled to be held on December 12th and will be the country's third election since 2015. During his Angelus Prayer on Sunday, Pope Francis expressed his sadness over the death of more than 400 people during the last 2 months in Iraq. The Holy Father prayed for the deceased and for the wounded. He said that he is close to the families and the entire Iraqi population. At least 45 people were killed last week by the Iraqi security forces during an anti-government protest in Baghdad. Security forces used sound bombs and tear gas against the protesters. Thanks for watching and for your support. Stay in touch on social media, our app, and online at shalomworld.org. May you walk in the light of the Lord, and may peace be with you always.